far as I can remember, I was a happy child. My parents were amazing. My mother was a world-renowned artist, having gained fame as the originator of the human medium form. My father was a freelance scientist. He was always doing experiments on me and our pet lizard, Arwen. Every year, my parents would attend the Sun Valley Nudist Retreat. They had a record of 3 consecutive years winning the potato sack race. They were very proud. It was during the 12th annual retreat, when they were going for their 4th year in a row, when my parents were tragically killed. I was 10 years old. I'd inherited enough to keep me comfortable. Apparently my father was a very good scientist. It wasn't until after his death that I realized how good he was. My nanny, Lucinda, a Brazilian immigrant whom my father rescued from a burning tuna boat just off the tip of Porto Alegre, graciously stayed with me. Our family lawyer, Benjamin, handled everything else. I schooled myself and was able to get through my academia very quickly. I spent most of my free time obsessed with death and mortality. I performed many experiments in Arwen. Eventually, I got into Campton University to get my doctorate.
She drank it.
It was there where my research finally took off.
Unscathed.
I don't believe it.
All those years ago, I still remember what it was like, the way it tasted. Lily, my lab assistant, was standing next to me. I always had a thing for Lily.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I knew that if this didn't work, my thesis would be nothing, and my life would be over anyway.
Dr. Bethlin?
And that's how it all started. What was next? I didn't know. All I knew was that from that moment on, my life would be dramatically changed. And everyone wanted a piece of me. I became an instant star.
The headline tonight: Nathaniel Bethlin, a doctorate student at Campton University, recently created a serum which scientists and politicians are calling the most important advancement in medical history. Bethlin claims he has invented a liquid which, if consumed, can bring eternal life. We take you now to Edinburgh, Scotland, for a live demonstration of this so-called fountain of youth.
Ready, aim, fire!
Gentlemen, we've got to get that serum.
We cannot suppress that research without reason. What we need is a diversion.
Look, I don't care how you get it. Just get it.
Don't worry, Mr. President. I have a plan.
believe how exciting this is, Nathaniel. It's a little scary.
Oh, it's not over yet. I mean, there's still years of testing before it can be ready for the public. I'm the only one who's taken it so far, and we need to keep it that way. I guess if there's any side effects, I'll know first. We don't want any lawsuits.
Nathaniel Bethlin, National Security.
Sir, come with us.
And so it's been confirmed. After Nathaniel Bethlen's research was stolen by the Turkish mafia, national security broke into the home of Papasavvas, the leader of the infamous Turkish mafia, and retrieved the research. Congress is now trying to decide whether or not the serum and all of the research is too dangerous to be allowed to exist. We just received word that the president is prepared to make a statement regarding this matter. Let's go live to the White House.
Good evening. All of Dr. Bethlen's research has been safely retrieved and no one has consumed the serum. Congress has agreed that the best thing to do with the remaining serum to avoid future incidents like this is to destroy it. Dr. Bethlin will be given an undisclosed amount of money to discontinue his research and future production of this serum.
It was out of my hands. For all I knew, the president had already taken the serum. I didn't care. Not after the $50 million they gave me to shut up about what really happened and never reproduce the serum. I was ready to start living the good life.
You can't go. I love you.
Lily, I have to. I can't stand the thought of falling in love with you and watching you grow old and die. It'd be too hard. Take care of Arwen for me.
Nathan.
Goodbye, Lily. That's one decision I've regretted ever since. I never saw Lily again. Last I heard, she'd moved to Europe, and no one ever heard from her. At a party in Las Vegas, I met Jenny Tyler, a famous model of the time. We hit it off, and she was shallow enough that I knew I wouldn't need to get too attached.
So tell me, Nathan, do you feel pain?
No, I don't. My body doesn't need to feel pain since it can't be damaged.
Nathan? Nathan? Are you all right? Nathan?
Oh. I know I haven't known you that long, but will you marry me?
Sure, I'll marry you.
So we got married.
I love you, Nathan.
Needless to say, we overlooked a few things. Before I knew it, she was an old woman. Here you are, sweetheart.
Oh, thank you, Clark.
And she began calling me Clark, for some reason. Her death didn't come too hard for me. Goodbye, Jenny. The next 100 years went by in a flash. I drank, I smoked, I ate primarily donuts and cheeseburgers, and I remained in perfect health, unaged. Women came and went, but I never got attached to any of them. The human population exploded, way past 10 billion. Scientists were predicting global disaster. They were right. Wars became more prevalent, and the Earth simply couldn't sustain the human population anymore. And then, it was just me. I got pretty bored around that time. Most life was simply unable to survive. But over time, God knows how much time, the green of the earth again started to fade. The temperature began to rise, wiping most life to extinction. Even the animals which I had befriended had left. The oceans rose, and there was little land left which I found interesting. I decided I would try to end it. It was, of course, hopeless. I would create plays about wars fought, history, comedies, and often romance. I longed for a companion.
Here's the deal, Ariel. I make a potion for you that turns you into a woman for 3 days, and you have to kiss the prince in order to keep your legs. But if you don't, you're mine forever. No, Ariel, no! So here's the potion. Take it and become a woman. But what if I don't kiss the prince and I become a...
I named each of the rocks, and began to feel strong emotional attachments towards some of them. Things began to get colder, and the sun became darker. All that was left were the stars. And then, after perhaps billions of years on this planet, another event occurred, which again changed my existence. The sun exploded, taking the earth with it. I now no longer had ground to place my feet on. Sometimes I break down, but usually I'm just content watching the stars. I see some amazing things in space. I honestly can't say how much time has gone by. I have always liked to think that it's been a few billion years, but it might have been much more. This brings me up until right now. Here I am, telling this story in my head. So this is where the story ends. There's nothing more to tell.